Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is our Survivor series. We finished our base in the last episode, at least our first base. Now we need to go over to the space station and figure out what is going on. We need some fuel too. Oh my god, I did check if I needed fuel or not. Let's see. We should be able to. We need one metal plating. I can do that. All right. So now we can go to the space station. Dang it. I forget. In survival and in permadeath, the launch fuel cost is crazy. But thankfully, we have not enough nanites to do anything. Dang it. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Because in, I think in survival as well, the price for everything is going to be way more expensive as well. So when you buy like your upgrades, when you buy your materials from the terminals, it's all going to be really expensive compared to normal. Oh, wait a minute. I always love that rock music when you go to the space station the first time. Always cool. So, we need to talk to 3 different aliens. So keep in mind, we cannot do anything until we've talked to the 3 aliens and we've progressed in the story. So don't go run over to the market right now. Any of the storefronts, they are not going to work. Might as well just come over here, talk to these guys. The recruit. Okay. The alien, large and intimidating, seems to be attempting to be friendly. Perhaps they know of the one who came before me. The alien draws back, startled. The look on their face tells me our conversation is over. So yeah, you mentioned travelers, and they're like, nope, don't want to talk to you. Let's do this. Don't know any of the words, because I don't know any of the Viking language. I know a few words, but not all of them. The life form puffs himself up as I approach, making the most of their impressive size. Perhaps they recognize the signal mentioned by the base computer. Hearing the code seems to cause the life form to shrink, a look of fear crossing their face. And then, in an instant, the fear passes. They look at me strangely, but say nothing more. Let's talk to this one. Console, this one should be the one. Despite their size, the alien does not seem aggressive, but when I blink, I see that same red light that stared at me at the distress beacon. So let's repeat 16. He has red eyes too, look at that. We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we have left you. Though the alien speaks, the words are not their own. A string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare, logged directly into my exosuit. The crimson light fades away and I see the life form glaring at me. Whatever has happened, they do not appear to have witnessed it. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer would be able to make something of this code. So now we can walk around the space station, do whatever we need to do. Our next part of the mission is going back to our base and interacting with the base computer. So don't even worry about, you don't have to do anything else on the space station if you don't want to. But I want to check out what they have for sale. I probably need some stuff. So we're going to buy, or to sell some of the stuff I have, like my marrow bulb. We don't need that. The albion pearls. We don't need those. I picked those up to sell. There we go. And then salvage data. You can sell it. You can use it to upgrade your base. I'm going to sell mine to make some money right now, because you can always get more later on. So it's not like it's a rare commodity that you're never going to find again. We're going to sell the mordite. We're going to sell the meaty chunks and the feline liver. We're going to keep one feline liver. I think we're good. Oh, yeah, we need to buy some stuff. Let's see what they got for sale. So they have dihydrogen jellies. I can buy that and make my own life support gel. We probably need to do that. Well, let's see what else they have. They have tritium, which is okay. They have gold. We could turn that into pyrite, which will allow us to use fuel better. But I'm going to get my dihydrogen jellies first. Let's do 10. I forgot how limited my inventory is. Okay, we can hold up to 20. So, oh, but the problem is I don't have any carbon. We need carbon and jellies. But I can hold up to 20 jellies in one stack. I don't want more than one stack, so we're okay with that. So now I can make 20 life support shells. And this can go on my starship. That stays there. That stays there. Okay. Oh yeah, and we can go over to the nanite area. Now the problem is we don't have very many nanites. So I'm not going to be able to buy anything, but I can check with the pilots. They'll fly in and they'll have randomized items. So depending on the system, they're going to have a lot or a little, and they'll have better stuff in a better economy system. So, I mean, yeah. Oh, we have pyrite here. This is good for fuel. Now, I just did a trick, and a lot of people have not seen this or they don't use it. You see at the top of the menu right here, it says Starship Inventory. And you can switch it with X if you're on Xbox, or PlayStation, you press square. And you can switch to your exosuit inventory. This actually is where your items are going to go. So if I want to put something in my starship, like my pyrite, because I'm going to use that for fuel, go to your starship inventory and then buy whatever you need. If I want it in my my suit, like watch this. I'll put 10 in my starship. And then if I switch over to my suit, put 10 in there. Now if I check, I have 10 in my exosuit, and in my starship, I got another 10. So that way you kind of keep ahead of it. I don't always do it, like I don't always remember, but sometimes it's easier, like when you're buying stuff specifically like fuel, and you're gonna put it in your ship anyway. You might as well actually put it in there. So there you go. And always check these glowing cubes, because they can give you nanites or they can give you navigational data. Either one is really good for you, so definitely grab that. And every space station is going to be different. There might be different desks or anything like that, a different layout. And so you might not get as many cubes as I'm getting right now. There might be 1 or 2. Also, these cool little pads, they do the same thing. There you go. Always check back here in the little cafe area, and yours might be different. Again, they have different layouts, but they're essentially the same kind of setup. Well, get over here so I can get the cube. Got a good amount of nanites. There we go. And this terminal will have a little bit different items. So 90% of it will be the same, but you'll see a couple of different extra items in here. Tritium. Yeah, we don't need any of this stuff. We're all good. Well, actually, I take that back. We're going to need some microprocessors, because we're going to have to make a hyperdrive. But we need 5, I believe, and we only have 1. And keep in mind, it's really expensive because we're playing on survival. So yeah, 27 is pretty high. 100,000 just for some microprocessors. So that is crazy. We're also going to buy 1 wiring loom, I guess. There you go. And you can talk to the aliens as well, because there's a milestone for talking to different aliens. You can learn different words from them. I'm not too worried about that. Let's just see what the prices are for my upgrades. So all this marketplace, like this is the multi-tool market for upgrades. So, oh, look at it. I don't think they're actually they're increased. Yeah, those are normal prices. Oh, thank God. I thought they were going to be like 1,000. So the lowest level, the C level, is always going to be around like 75, 80. Maybe it gets up to 100, but that's like pushing it. And then you'll have B class, there you go, that are going to be between 100 and 200. A class, which are going to be around 300 to 400. And then your S class will be over 600, just barely. You know, maybe it'll get up to 700, but again, that depends on your space station. Sometimes they'll be a little bit more expensive, sometimes they'll be a little less expensive. But either way, we still don't have enough. We only have 287 nanites, so we can't really do anything like that. The other thing you can do is always check your discoveries. If you want to, you can go into every planet you've landed on, and you can upload your discoveries like this. You can rename it whatever you want. So you can name this guy Shelly. There you go. And when you upload it, you get a little bit of nanites. But if you don't really care, like, hey, I don't care about, I'm not going to go through and name all my different rocks. That's crazy. You can just hit this one over here and it uploads everything, but it does not allow you to rename it. So you cannot rename it, and once it's uploaded, it is done. So I can't go back and rename something. So if I want to go back and say, oh, I want to rename this rock, once you've uploaded it, it is locked in. So you cannot change it. We're good on all this. Let's get our let's get an upgrade for our suit. So this one will allow you to buy one upgrade, inventory upgrade specifically. I'm gonna put it down here. It'll automatically try to give you like this one, the next one it thinks you should do. Or if you want to, you can go up here and do your technology if you want. Now pay attention to this price. You see how it says 1,000 for that one? I come down here. That one's free. So you get the cargo down here is a little bit cheaper to start with because you have a lot more of these. Once you start filling out your cargo, it's going to get really expensive. Same thing for your technology, except your technology doesn't have as much room, and so it gets expensive faster. I'm going to go down here because I don't like gaps in my inventory. So I like to clean it up, make it all a perfect square. I know it's weird, but I got to do that. All right, anyway. Let's go back to our base. And because we built our teleporter, we don't have to worry about flying down there. I mean, you don't need a teleporter, but it makes it easier. And since we visited this space station, as soon as your feet touch the ground, you can come back to it using this teleporter. Excuse me, sorry. So there's our base. Now notice how we took a picture in the last episode with me in the picture. The picture actually updates depending on what's in the what's there at the time. So because my body's not there, I'm not in the photo. That's really, really weird. I don't know why they do it like that, but hey, that's what they do. So we're gonna go back here. We're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna run into, I think we're gonna run into Artemis and start the search for Artemis. I believe it's been a while since I've actually done the quote unquote story. Usually I start a brand new save and just run. I just do my own thing. All right, so our base computer is out here. Archives terminated. Select a new task. Yeah, okay, begin decryption. Decoding 161616. Message follows. The traveler finds their wings. Fly to us and claim your place amongst the stars. Oh yeah, we can actually go and do the space anomaly now. Yes. Signal acquired, life signs detected. Our generator is out of fuel, but that's okay. We don't need it yet. So let's go to this location. We're gonna need to get a hyperdrive. That's why I got my 5, technically 4 microprocessors, because we already found one at random. Okay. Oh, there we go. We're gonna have to jump off that. You know we have to jump off that, right? Because it's like hanging over a cliff. Of course we got to do that. Let's come over here and see what's going on. Log damaged. Partial records available. The signal has led me to the wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but the misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log, blinking, awaiting input. Well, let's do it. Let's see what's going on here. Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. A schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. Well, let's take that. I pull the blueprint from the computer, but this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. Yeah, so this is for a regular ship, not this big old freighter. That's crazy. The other thing you can do in the anytime you find a crashed freighter is that there's going to be cargo. There's going to be basically the storage is here still intact. You need to dig it up because it's all, it's crashed. So look for these metal doors, these damaged panels. You can either use your laser, or if you want to use a weapon, you can. I'm just going to use my mining beam. And then when you go to the cargo pod, there's going to be junk, just like the damaged machinery. There's going to be junk in here. Just remove it if you want. You can keep it and sell it. I'm just going to get rid of it. Boom, boom. And then they're going to give you an item. However, you need to get out of here because now there's radiation leaking. Yes, it's a major radiation leak. And all of the containers are going to do that. So keep in mind, you got to get out of there as soon as you open the container. There's going to be some radiation leakage from all of them. And there's a ton of them all around this thing because it's a huge freighter, of course. So it had a ton of cargo. And we got money out of the last one. We got a salvage frigate module out of that one. Nice. That you can use that to upgrade a freighter once you've gotten your own freighter. You can use that to upgrade it. We should we need to get some carbon. That way we can do that. Now this one, as you can see, there's a cargo pod here, but it's under the ground. So we need to actually clean it up, clear it out. There we go. Get to the front. And there's a ton of them underground, so you can go around and look for all of them and get some cool items from here. We got nanites out of that one. Nice. So if you want to, you can actually just sit on the ground and look around and say, oh, there's a cargo pod over there. There's some, where's another one? There's a cargo pod right here. There's a cargo pod over there. So you got a whole bunch of them all over the place. So, boom, 150 away. Oh, God, that's too far away. So we got one right here. You can clear it out with your terrain manipulator. Just clear out around it. Use the large one. Up, and there's a metal door blocking it. So let's switch it out again. And this, again, in the last episode, I showed you how to use the larger and smaller ones. Use the larger one for this one because, you know, you don't want to use up all your fuel trying to do this. Let's do that. All right. Clear it out. And got nanites out of that one. Okay. This one's kind of a weird one. Usually you get items. You get high value items, but it's just giving us a whole bunch of nanites and money. Okay. I mean, I could deal with that. That's fine. There should be one right here. There it is. Yeah, so in my brain, I always have it marked out because they're almost always in the same locations. So that's why I kind of do that. Boom. I kind of know generally where to go. Another 20 nanites. So we got like 60 or 80 nanites out of here? I mean, not a lot, but not nothing. All right, we need to get some carbon before we die, but we're going to use our oxygen on there because I don't want to die. And we're going to jump off this end because it's right over a cliff. We'll go get some carbon. So let's do that. Now, remember, we do have all the materials needed to make our hyperdrive, but I want to jump off the edge of this because it's cool. I mean, it's very rare that you see a freighter hanging off the edge of a cliff. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay. So I want to take advantage of this. Oh, we got a milestone. What do we get? Oh, traveled 8,000. We walked 8,000 units. Good Lord. And that only counts whenever your feet are touching the ground. So if I'm using my jetpack, it does not count. So keep that in mind. You have to literally be walking. It basically counts your steps. You have to have steps. Up, and we're going to jump off into the water, it looks like. Yeah, look at it. Holy cow. All right, let's see. I'm going to do this and jump. Woo! It's not that far. It's like a cliff, but not that far of a cliff, I guess. And then, boom, right in the water. Scan some of the stuff. So one of the first upgrades I like to get is a scanner upgrade because once you get a scanner upgrade, you can actually scan items and you get more money for scanning them. Like right now, we're getting like 500 for a plant, 200 for a rock, 500 for a small fish. So we're not making that much money from scanning items or scanning things like rocks and plants and stuff. However, once you've upgraded your scanner, you get way more money. And it definitely, in the beginning, that is a really fast and easy way to make a ton of money. There we go. Oh, because I was in the water. Sorry. We're out here trying to get some carbon. I guess this is the only trees we got over here. All right. These little tiny trees. Need some carbon, that way we can make some life support gel, so I stop using up all my oxygen. Oh, condensed carbon, yeah. And the other thing is we can call in our ship. The problem is it's going to use up oh no, it won't, because we landed on a landing pad. So if you grab your ship from the landing pad, it won't use as much. So right now we're at 40% launch thruster, right? If I do this, it's still at 40%. So if you're on a landing pad, it's good to go. That's why in general you always want to try to use a landing pad when you can. You know, it's gonna, you know, it's not always gonna be possible, but as much as possible. All right, let's put in our hyperdrive. 125 chromatic metal and 5 microprocessors. Got it. So yeah, we've done that, but we don't have any fuel in that hyperdrive. We need to find fuel now. Oh, we got a call. Auto diagnostics report. Hyperdrive successfully installed. Hyperdrive fuel status is empty, though. My hyperdrive is complete. Perhaps I will find answers out there amidst the stars. But without warp cells, I will be going nowhere. I need to find the source of antimatter. Let's do it. So you need to go out into space and then scan. And when you do, it'll find where the location of an antimatter is, which is over here. So let's fly over here. Different planet? Yep, different planet. So is this the one we came from? Oh no, this is undiscovered. So this is a brand new planet we haven't been to. Forsaken. So this is our anomaly planet. This is a good way to get some nanites, you guys. So anytime you scan all of the animals on a single planet, every one of them, they will give you a nanite bonus. The secret is on an anomaly planet, there's always one animal. So as long as if you find an anomaly planet, you can scan one animal and be done. Now, the other thing is you get a higher reward, nanite reward for more animals. So, you know, with an anomaly planet, you scan one animal and you get all the animals. They only give you a reward of 250 nanites. If you land on a planet and it has like 15 animals, you'll get like 2,000 for that. It's crazy. You can get a good amount of nanites if you find a lot of animals. But the hard part is you got to find them all, which, you know, I mean, it does scale, and that makes sense. You're like, hey, I don't want to sit around and wait for one animal. Oh, is this an anomaly planet? No, this is a dead planet. Why? I wonder. That's really weird. It's a dead planet. I was wondering. I was like, wait a minute. I don't see a lot of freaking animals around or plants, and that's why. Oh, wait a minute. Sentinels are frequent. I was gonna say, sometimes on a dead planet you don't have to worry about sentinels, but not this one. Of course they're ready to go. Now, we have to go to an abandoned building for this. There is a way to get some really good nanites from here. So, if you crack open these whispering eggs, you can refine what's inside into nanites. Now, be careful, because these eggs have parents. The moms are going to come out and get you. They're called biological horrors, and they are scary. So let's do that. Now let me show you. Get that larval core. Now, yeah, they are going to come out and try to protect their eggs. So what you can do is like dig a hole underneath the eggs and do that. You know, like grab them from there. What I just do is I'll just run around and just try not to stand still for too long. That way the monsters can't get you if you're moving. Oh, God, but if you're standing still like that, they will murder you like that. Holy crap. So, yeah, just kind of keep moving along. And they will attack you, so be careful. And they will keep attacking you as long as you're breaking these eggs open. Once you leave them alone, the monsters will go away. And if you need to, like me, I'm almost no shield, I'm going to go inside. Now we're inside, we're protected. They can't come in here. So just, you know, hang out here for a second, let our shields recharge. Pay attention to the roof, because there's usually a whipping plant inside these buildings. So, oh, we don't have one in this one. Thank God. But yeah, be careful when you go inside, because there's always like a whipping plant or something. Yeah, look how gross this overgrown abandoned building is. So gross. We're just grabbing some of the containers in here to get some materials. We don't need the rusted metal. We're good. Oh, we got a pulse engine module. See, we got an upgrade out of that broken machine. Nice. And that was for our ship. So once we're in here, we have to get into the haunted terminal so we can find some antimatter. And, of course, we have some goop in here. Get rid of it. Not worth it. Terminal online. Selecting key. Decrypting. Success! The terminal is clogged with an unnerving, pulsating slime. Nevertheless, it appears to function. As I touch the input panel, the alien substance reacts violently. I make a note to avoid getting closer. The device opens, revealing a single unblinking crimson eye. It prints out a blueprint for antimatter, accompanied by a strange message. Let's read this message. You will find us when the time is right. 16, repeated over and over. So now we know how to make antimatter. Very awesome. We have our antimatter blueprint ready to go, but we need to collect our materials in order to make that antimatter. Can I install this? No, I can't. So we picked up some eggs. We have 6 out of 10. We can hold up to 10. So what you want to do with these larval cores after you gather them up, put down a refiner. Oh god, I forgot my refiner at my base. Dang it! That's okay. We'll do that later then. But I'm going to try to grab some more. So you got to make sure you have enough room in your inventory to collect all this stuff. Let's do that. Let's go over here. Right there. I'm going to install my technology upgrade because I want to make sure there's room in my my suit. Let's install the pulse engine. Oh, we don't have any. We need some launch thruster fuel. So we're going to need to do that. Let's make 2 of them. So 2. And then fuel. Oh no, we don't have enough. We need 14 dihydrogen. Really? We need some more dihydrogen. There we go. I'm getting extra just in case. Oh, we got a crystal. Good. So let's see if we get a storm crystal out of there. Nope, we just got regular dihydrogen. That's fine. All right, so we're almost ready. I want to make sure I have fuel so I can get out of here as soon as possible. Well, we need to make our gels. So, life support gel. There we go. You need, again, we need, what is it? Up there it is. 1 jelly and 20 carbon. So, easy enough. There, beautiful. Oh yeah, gotta put our fuel away. There we go. Okay, so now let's grab a few more of these eggs. So again, just make sure you light them up and then move. That way the monsters can't get you. So they can only spawn so many monsters at a time. So as long as you're moving, they're not gonna like keep coming up from the ground. Yeah, they circled the building though. All right. Nope, nope, nope. Don't let them attack you. Move, move, move. Try to get all these eggs in here. I know, they're all mad. That's okay. You're gonna get a lot of nanites. And you can also sell them for money. They're worth a lot too, but I think personally they are the nanites are worth more than the cash you get. So you can there's other ways to get money. So don't worry about the money. At least right now. If you need the cash, sure, do it. But if you don't, just grab the cores and refine them into nanites. We can get a ton of them. Oh, almost got attacked by that guy. So the other way to check and see if you've gotten all the eggs, because sometimes you can't see them, I'm on a dead planet, so it's easier to see, but if there's like a lot of grass and stuff in the way, what you got to do is pull out your visor and you'll see, oh, a red icon. That is a whispering egg. So you can look around and see, oh, we only have one more, so we're good. We can grab this one right here. And now we're good. So we have all the whispering eggs done. I need to get some life support upgrades. Good Lord, I'm dying. All right. So we also, what we need to do is we need to get some copper because we need chromatic metal. That looks like it could be copper. What is this? It's something. It's a deposit of some kind. I should have just walked around instead of taking off and using my launch fuel. What is this? This is rusted metal. That is not what we need. Cobalt. Humming sacks. We don't need that. Copper. There's some copper over there. Rusted metal. Copper. So instead of using all my launch fuel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fly over. Wow. That is going real fast. That is way faster than I thought. Again, try to do one at a time. There we go. Oh, that's why. Okay, because we're on a lifeless planet, that means there's no air here. There's nothing here. So we're using our life support way faster than usual. That's why. I was wondering. I was like, man, our life support is just flying. That's why. Dihydrogen. Mineral with the highest metal content. Nice. We have carbon in there. Greatest specific gravity. Okay. So we need to get some copper because we need to make chromatic metal. Medium size refine or terrain manipulator. There we go. And we're also going to need to refine this, so we need to go back to our base. So we have some eggs we have to refine. We have some copper we need to refine. Plus our base has, you know, some good stuff in there, so we're good. We're good. Let's go. And I love dead planets are really, really cool for just doing a whole bunch of like anti-gravity stuff. Because I mean, yeah, there you go. Your jetpack refills faster because there's less gravity here. Very, very cool. All right, so we're good on this. The other thing I'm gonna do is shoot the ground. This planet has a lot of ferrite dust on it, so we can grab ferrite dust. And one of the secondary items from our ferrite dust, or from one of the rocks, is carbon. So we can get a lot of carbon this way as well. So, get all that. Blue crystals, beautiful. Yeah, just do this for a few minutes. Get those blue crystals. There you go. Farm them up. Very, very awesome. I love it. We're going to see what the limit is for our inventory for our ship. Because I'm going to probably get hundreds and hundreds of carbon and ferrite dust. I mean, not even to mention the ferrite dust I'm getting. That's crazy. Shoot all around it. Now remember, you can't get the more rare stuff, like the big crystals, but you can shoot the little crystals around it. So definitely do that. What are we at? 700 already. Look at that. So we are doing good here. I'm definitely going to start keeping more in my my ship inventory because, good Lord, you can hold a whole bunch in here. And you'll notice I'm looping around in a circle a little bit because the game has to load in all the different rocks and plants and stuff. But if you kind of fly in a circle, it's already loaded in that general area, so everything will be there when you go back to it. See? And especially like if you're on a special planet, like a derelict or a dissident planet, a corrupted planet. That's definitely a good way to do it. Oh, let's do this. All right, I have a feeling it's 1,000. Yep, it's 1,000. So it caps out at 1,000. You cannot have more than 1,000 in a stack for your ship inventory. All right, well, that's good to know. So we know we can get up to 1,000. All right. So now that we have everything we're probably gonna need, we just need to refine it. Let's go back to our base. We can refine our. Oh, we got some cool music going on here. We can refine our chromatic metal and get everything ready to go. We can also do that. Yes, we'll put that in our ship. That in our ship. Anything important we'll put in our ship because yeah, definitely need to do that. Let's do this. Beautiful. And then we can take a little bit of this. Put it in our suit. So you want a little bit on hand, but you don't want everything in here because you don't want like multiple stacks or whatever. So all the extra overflow goes right into my freaking my ship. We're about to make a whole bunch of nanites to be able to get some good upgrades. I need to check at the space station again because every space station is going to have a randomized stock of different upgrades. Sometimes you'll see only B's and A upgrades. Sometimes you'll get a few S classes. There's been like once or twice where I've seen a really good economy shop had like 5 or 6 S class upgrades, which is crazy. Usually you'll get like a handful, like 3 or 4 at the most. When you get like 5 or 6, that's crazy. All right. So first things first, we're gonna refine our eggs because those are the fastest to refine. So grab that, put it in there. Oh, occupied. Okay, because I was making magnetized ferrite. I was wondering. So 10 will turn into 500. It says 250 because that's our maximum. But watch, it'll only use half. So 5 will turn into 250. So 10 larval cores will turn into 500 nanites. There you go. So we have a ton of nanites coming our way. We're about to get 1,000 of them. Nice. And we'll use the rest of them for cash. So we have 1 stack left. Oh yeah, we need to do our copper as well. And that's going to take a little bit longer. So there we are. Yeah, we'll use this. We'll sell that for 350,000. That way we have a little bit of cash on hand. That's generally what I try to do. Just keeps a little bit of cash ready to go just in case. There we go. We're going to make some more because we have 1,000 ferrite dust over here. So that's a lot. So we have plenty to make some life support gels. Well, and speaking of that, we can make some more too as well. So let's do this. And then there we are. Beautiful. We'll keep a stack in here. And we can refine this ionized cobalt into the regular cobalt to make batteries from. We should be able to make our antimatter now. There we are. 25 chromatic metal and 20 condensed carbon. Now the problem is we need to make a antimatter housing as well. So we need oxygen. Let's go get some oxygen while we're out waiting for that to refine down. Where's my oxygen? Okay, O2. That's what you're looking for. Let's get over here. I know. And you can also look for like the plants, the exploders, and the Venus flytrap looking plants. They will give you oxygen as well. So this guy, the Whippy plant, they will give you oxygen. So tons of ways to get oxygen. The only thing is you cannot buy it. It's not sold in any of the marketplaces. So it's very hard to come by unless you're on the ground doing this. So now we need to make antimatter housing. 30 oxygen, 50 of the ferrite dust. There we are. We also need to make an upgrade for our exosuit. So we can make you automatically have, oh my god, 60? Oxygen. You need an oxygen recycler. It gives you a little bit more of your life support. The problem is you need a lot. So let's grab these over here. That should be enough. But we'll see. Is this more than one plant? It is, oh thank god. So that should be enough. There we go. So now we'll have an oxygen recycler. So it'll give us a little bit more life support so we don't run out as often. Thank God. Let's head back. We should be able to... Can we make our warp cell? Yes, we can. So let's make a warp cell. Beautiful. Now we're going to need more than one. We're going to need more than one because this is in survival mode. So we're going to need more than that. That's why I'm getting extras. Did I make another one? I need more oxygen. 10 more oxygen. Come on. I know that there was a plant that gave me oxygen as a secondary, right? No? Yep, travel 10,000 steps. Condensed carbon. Give me condensed carbon. Oxygen, where are you at? Nowhere to be found. All right, maybe there's some oxygen over here. So these little containers should have some stuff in them. Or, you know, maybe not. Oh, no. Wrong one. We do have floating... What is this? Oh, oxygen. That's what I was looking for. Ferrite dust and oxygen. I thought it was a plant. It was actually a rock that gives you oxygen. Okay. Now, these floating little plant-like things, they usually give you sulfuride. Yep, sulfurine. So you can pick up all this. It's going to fill up my inventory like crazy. Look at that. 1,000... But you can sell it. 2,000. Jeez. We're going to be putting all this in our ship that way because we know the limit's 1,000. But it's got almost 4,000. And each stack is 10. So that's 20 for each 1,000. So what is that? Like 60,000 that we just got for the sulfurine? Yeah. Oh, there's a whippy plant. Be able to get some oxygen from him. Thank you. Okay, we should be able to make another one, but we need to get all that sulfurine out of our inventory. Good lord. So that's what we're going to do here. Make another antimatter and housing. Warp cell. There we go. So we can refuel it. We have 2. That'll give us 34%. Just barely anything to get out of here. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you guys like this episode. In the next one, we will be leaving the system after we go to the space station because I need to get some upgrades. But, I mean, we got everything going. We're good to go. So now we're going to be going. I think we're going to try to look for a corrupted system. That way we can get a Sentinel ship. That'll be very awesome. So I'll see you guys in the next episode.